The second in Joseph Uccello's Occlith series. This is Occlith Labyrinthus Archidoxe Codex Homunculi. And it's a book that arrived, a little while ago, but after a 3-month journey from London, where it was failed to deliver to me here in Poland, and then got sent back to the UK and spent 2 months in trying to work out where it had come from and so on and so forth. So it's not in the best of nicks. However, I'm very, very pleased that I've managed to get my hands on a copy at all, because this is now out of print, and I wanted to show it to you. It's a lovely book, just like the first one that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago. So what can I show you from here? First of all, this is the regular hardback copy. This dust cover is kind of fun. I'll show it to you in a moment. First of all, let me show you the book itself, which is very nice, cloth bound. It's brown cloth. The title is just stamped onto the cover. There's no paint or any gilt or anything like that. It's just embossed into the cover. Looks brilliant, of course. Okay. So if you haven't seen my previous video on the first Occlith book, Occlith 0, I do recommend that you check it out. I will put a link to it in the description of this video. Let me put that aside for a second. I just want to show you the dust cover, which is a feature in itself. Now, am I going to be able to open this single-handedly? This is very foolish of me. I really should have had this open for you before I started recording, but anyway, here we go. This way. There we are. These are diagrams that are reproduced inside the book. It's just really interesting to have them freestanding like this, and there we are. Aside for a moment. Let's get back to the book. So what is this this book about? It's the second in Joseph Uccello's series. You can see that the first one was omniform. I've already shown you that one. This is the Codex Homunculi. There will be these 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's taking about 2 or 3 years per book. So we've got those to look forward to. And it's a compilation of alchemical texts, once again, this time on the theme of artificial human beings. I can't think of anything stranger. Wait, now it is. It's very, very bizarre. But of course, it's the process of thinking about what would make an artificial human being leads one to consider what makes a natural human being. So in that sense, it's very, very interesting. So the texts are divided into two categories: New English translations and early modern English translations. So obviously translations of Paracelsus texts, followed by Gerhard Dorn, Alonso Tostado, Pseudo-Plato, Heinrich Kuhnrath, Jabir ibn Hayyan, please forgive my pronunciation, Muhammad ibn Umayl, Zhang Boduan, Wu Shuyang. And then in the early modern English translations, we have Paracelsus, Oswald Kroll, Michael Sendivogius, Jahog Böhmer, Hermes Mercurius Trismegistus, and Agrippa von Nettersheim from the 3 books of occult philosophy. There you go. So a short introduction by Joseph Uccello, and once again we're graced with his fantastic art. Now, in this volume, there is plenty of his hand-drawn illustrations, but he's also included a lot of his photography. So here are the diagrams that I was talking about earlier on, that I showed you in the dust jacket. A description of the parts that make a human being. And then it goes straight into the texts, into the translations. Now, once again, we have some. I was going to talk about the fonts, which is Uccello's speciality, and the typefacing, the typesetting, and all of it is punctuated by this strange but very fitting photography. It's very well annotated, and then each text has got its own style, its own design. Even more to the point, each author has its own style and its own design. Go a little bit further here. What did I just miss? Come on. Yeah, so lots and lots of these nice little illustrations. Punctuations, and yes, his art, which is this unmistakable style, recognizable from his previous book. A description before every single text. we have the original Arabic following the translation of that same text, and then we have the Chinese, once again following the translation of that same text. A few appendices, and then there's a list of the illustrations, as you see, 60 in total. I guess that's, to an extent, one of the reasons why it's taking so long for each book. Joseph Uccello wrote to me very graciously when I asked him, I sent him an email asking when his next volume was due, and he said that he's hoping to be finished with the next volume by September of this year, 2019. Now this Promethean Ambitions, Alchemy and the Quest to Perfect Nature by William Newman is the book that originally gave an overview of all of these texts, which Joseph Uccello decided to then just give a new lease of life to by typesetting them and presenting them in this beautiful volume. Yeah, if you want to get an idea of an overview, a bird's eye view of these texts, then that's the book to pick up, and then the full texts are featured in here. Here's an idea of the versions in which this Codex Homunculi is available. This is the version we're looking at right now, 555 copies of the Homunculus version edition in cloth-covered boards with dust jacket. Of course, if you have the right pockets, then the Monstra is a very, very beautiful edition, but I'd suggest that they're all very beautiful editions. There we go. So that's that. It's the Codex Homunculi, the second of the Occliths, Occlith 1, the first one being Occlith 0. There we go. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us a thumbs up. I'd be very grateful. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.